All right, guys, I am here in Costa Mesa, California at Omniprint, and we are going to go in and look at DTG machines, okay? It is going to be awesome. You are in for a treat. Let's go. Hey, Gary from the T-Shirt Help Desk here, and I am at the Omniprint offices here in Costa Mesa, California, and I am here with Victor and Paul, and we are going to have a fantastic demonstration of, what is this machine right here, sir?
So this is the FreeJet 330TX Plus direct-to-garment printer.
You heard him, and we're going to get into that right now.
Alright, so this is the FreeJet 330TX Plus, and you may have noticed there are quite a few direct-to-garment printers on the market, but I wanted to let you guys know what is special about our printer. One of the first things about our printer is it uses what's called a bulk ink system. So on the back, we have a bottle system. Instead of using cartridges, we use bottles. And what that does is it makes your ink costs a lot lower than when you're using cartridges. Cartridges, they tend to be a lot more expensive when you buy them. They always keep ink inside of them, so they're never really empty, so you're paying for ink that you don't use. So our ink costs are a lot lower. One of the next features with our printer, and one of the biggest features with our printer, is what's called wet capping. So direct-to-garment printers, it's still a relatively new technology, but over the years, some people have had problems with worrying about white ink, and over the years that's become less and less of an issue. But with this printer, it is no longer an issue whatsoever. We are the only company in the industry which offer what's called wet capping. What that means is when you're not using the printer, the printhead itself is sitting in a solution, which keeps all the nozzles wet so they can't dry up on you. What that boils down to is you can let your printer sit for a month and not have to worry about it. So that's a huge, huge factor with direct-to-garment printers, especially in this day and age. Another huge feature with our printer is that we use a gantry system. So you might see here the platen just sits on top of the printer, and the carriage moves over when it's printing. So what that means is you don't have a table that moves in while the printer is printing. That can cause registration problems. You're essentially printing onto a moving target. Here, you're printing onto a stationary surface. One of the next features, which I'll show you in a minute, is we have great software. Combination of our software, our ink, and our printer is what's made us the last 2 years in a row winning Best Product of the Year for print, for direct-to-garment, for SGIA. And huge feature with this printer, which is the only one basically available because we do it right, is we can print on cotton blends, and polyesters, whereas pretty much every direct-to-garment printer is cotton, maybe some lower blends, maybe 10%, maybe 50% polyester, but we're 100% polyester and 100% dark polyester, so we can print white ink on black polyester, whatever it be. And the printer is going to start first by printing the white underbase. So in a dark garment, you need a white underbase to help your colors become more vibrant and have more pop. And this image has some white in it. And something you're going to see from the way that our printer and our software creates the white ink underbase is it's not just a big chunk of white ink. A lot of times when an underbase is created, it's just the image and then just white and then you print the color on it. What ours does is it looks at the image itself and it says, well, it's a black shirt. Well, we'll go ahead and leave empty space where there's black. So the shirt itself is going to do the work for that color, and then it's going to look at the colors in the image and put down enough white for that specific color. So if you have a gray in the image, it's going to put down a little bit of white because you don't need a lot of white behind the dark gray. if you have red in the image, it's going to put down more white, and then if you have white in the image, obviously it's going to give you 100% white. So if you look at this underbase while it's printing, you're going to notice it's sort of like a gray scale looking. Almost in itself, it's a cool print. So these areas would be really dark blue, so that's why you're seeing the fade, because it just doesn't need that much white right there. So the underbase is finished, and now the printer is going to come back and print the color pass. As I was mentioning earlier, it's very important with direct-to-garment printers. A lot of time goes into the software, working with the inks that we use. And what that is color profiling and making sure that what you see on the screen is what you get on the shirt. And sometimes it's hard to hit certain colors. Our printer is going to hit pretty much any color you give it. It's going to match right away without messing around. So once again, it's keeping our rip simple. Everything's default, but giving you the best possible print right away.
So look at that, ladies and germs.
Now I just want to show the final process of the
Yeah, over there on the.
press. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the final step is we're going to heat press the print now to cure it because the ink is wet. So I'm going to put it on the press. I'm going to take a sheet of parchment, put it on top. That's just to protect ink getting built up on the top of here. And I'm going to press it with a medium pressure. With a medium pressure for 90 seconds. And then we have a sellable product. All right. After just 90 seconds.
Look at that. T-shirt. All right, guys, I am in beautiful Costa Mesa, California at the Omniprint headquarters. I am here with Victor and Paul, and this is a new, exciting, fantastic, disruptive company. They are doing great things in the t-shirt industry, in the print on demand industry, in the DTG industry. So we are going to begin. We're going to have Paul talk about what makes Omniprint and what sets you guys aside from all the other DTG companies out there.
Well, I think one of the biggest things is Omniprint has been in the industry for 15 years now, and we do everything how it should be done. No cutting corners. We want to make sure that the biggest thing really is our customers, and making sure that we're giving them everything that they can to be successful. So we have a great printer, and you guys saw our printer and you saw what it was capable of, but there's another side to that, and the side of that is that we want you to be successful on top of that. So as a company, we're really big on education. So we want to make sure that when somebody has one of our printers, they feel really comfortable, and we can work with them on educating them on other ways to bring in income, ways. We just want to make sure that they're comfortable with the printer, they're making money, and they understand what they're doing, and that way they can provide their customers with a quality product too. Fantastic. So it's a really big thing. Is that education is humongous.
All right. And earlier you were telling me about if a person gets a printer, you actually get a full day, no extra charge, a full day of training. Either if they're in, I guess they can come in if they're in the Costa Mesa, Southern California area, and if they're not. Tell us about the training that they get. So
we most of our training is done. We do our training online, and we use a software sort of similar to Skype, and we do our training online. So we spend the whole day with you essentially. We want to be able to see you, see what you're doing, make sure you're doing things right, make sure you can see us, make sure that you can see what we're showing you on how to do things, and. When we're done, so the whole day we want to spend, we want to make sure that by the time we're done that you feel comfortable by the time we get off the phone with you, and we also record the training, so when we're done with that we'll send you a link, and that way if the next day and you don't want to, you're feeling pretty comfortable, you don't want to call tech support, but you want to try to do it yourself, you have a quick refresher to go back to the video and go, oh, that's what I needed to do. But regardless from that, we really take care of our customers. For the first 2 months are very important, so we want to try to help them as we're always there for you, but those first 2 months we really are there for you, and that's the most important time is those first 2 months. So the training is once again, it's on our highest standards thing. It's it's just super important,
Great. Now I know what some of you guys are thinking. Yeah, all that's great, but how much? What's the price? So, Victor, we're going to talk about some of the pricing, and how could you put one of these beautiful machines in your home, in your garage, attic, spare room, basement. Tell us a little bit about the pricing and how could they possibly make something like this happen.
Sure. As a follow-up to what Paul was saying is there's really many ways of getting into direct-to-garment, but what we really want to focus is on making sure that people understand that it's an investment, but the investment has to pay for itself, whether you pay for it through leasing or whether you pay for it outright in cash. You want to understand that if you do 50 shirts a month at $10 each in profit, you're going to get $500 a month, and that'll help you pay off your machine. That'll help you gain some profit and make sure that this investment is actually paying for itself through leasing. So you could reach us anytime, and then we'll let you know if this is what we recommend, how you would get into it. But if you really think about in those terms of actually what you have to do every month to do it, then it's kind of a no-brainer investment. And we actually do work with you on that stuff. We do help a lot in actually getting into it and getting into it the right way. And also being able to make money from it. So we've been doing this for a long time, and really want to make sure that customers are successful. So we're fully on board even from that side of things.
Great. If you look down in the description box, there's going to be a link where you can go get some more information, and also there's going to be, when you go there, you can call. There's going to be people who can walk you through everything. Here at Omniprint, they have a great I think a customer care phone, what do you call it, a phone service, and they walk you through everything. So is there anything else you guys would like to
see
add?
Here essentially every rep that's on the phone knows how to use the equipment in one way or another, is in the decoration space. some of them even have their own side businesses that they do. So there's a lot of advice that you can get on top of what Paul's writing all the time on the blogs, what we have out in the magazines. There's a lot of innovations that are coming from us. We're really on the toes of all the big guys. And we do our own R&D here. Everything's in-house. So whenever we recognize the need for the marketplace, we have the staff, the capacity to be able to make solutions and take the customer's feedback and actually incorporate it into our products. We're not just reselling other people's stuff. This is our brands, and we're going to continue to lead in that way with everything being in-house. And the team here has been focused on helping people for a long time, and with being two-time Product of the Year winners at SGIA, the industry's recognizing that, and then we're going to continue to push hard for our customers.
Great, fantastic. So, DTG, remember where you saw it right here on T-shirt help desk. I mean, for you guys who, especially you guys who are in the industry, you've been around for a while. You've been working with the vinyl printers. You have been doing the custom heat transfers that I've been telling you about for years. This, as we were saying before, is the ultimate upgrade. Okay, for you guys who really want to take your business to the next level, to really be professional. Omniprint, not just DTG, but Omniprint DTG, I believe it is the FreeJet 330TX.
Yep.
Plus, there's two machines. There's a TX and the TX Plus. Fantastic machines. Like I said before, there's a lot of information down in the description box. I want to thank you guys personally for letting me come down to the offices, and great information. Okay, we're going to see you guys later. Check out the information in the description box, and also there's going to be a card up at right over here by my head at the top of the screen, so you can check that out. You can click on that, and we will see you guys later. All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I hope that you really enjoyed that DTG video, DTG 101. I hope that it wasn't too long. I think I'm going to make another version of it and condense it, but I really wanted to give you guys all of the information, and make sure to click the links in the description box and the card. All right, until next time, peace. All right, cheers to your t-shirts. Later.